Hey everyone, in this tutorial I will be showing you how I made this Joomla website, and what makes this Joomla website really cool is that we're going to be building it on the Helix framework. The Helix framework is basically a really customizable Joomla template, and that means that this whole layout of the whole website can be completely changed to whatever you want it to be. So, for example, if you wanted the menu to be on the bottom, or the logo to be on the right side, or the body or article to be all the way up here, you can do any of that just by dragging and dropping. I'm going to be showing you how I did everything, like this text slider and this button. I'll be showing you how I made these little modules with the icons, and I'll also show you where to get these icons for free. I'll show you how I made this green text and the Twitter and like buttons. I will also be showing you how I made this basic about page with an image slider. And the image slider could also be on the home page. You can pretty much do anything you want with this template. It's really cool. And this is also just a basic article and maybe a testimonial over here. I'll also be showing you how I made this FAQ page with an accordion FAQ, and that just means that when you click on any of the topics, the whole topic slides out like an accordion. I will also be showing you how I made this basic page with an image in it, and I will be showing you how I made this contact page with a map at the top and some phone information and some email information and address with these little icons, and a contact form built directly into your website so your visitors can email you directly from your website. So the most important part about this website is that it's completely mobile friendly, and that means if someone comes onto your website from an iPhone or any other mobile device, the whole website is going to change and respond to the smaller screen size. This will make it really easy for people to find whatever they need or read whatever content they need to on your website, even from mobile devices. So if we check out this mobile page, we can see that 90% of websites are not ready for mobile traffic. Mobile traffic accounts for 10% of all internet traffic, so that's a lot of traffic. In a recent Google study, it said that 72% of internet users say it's very important to them that the websites that they visit are mobile friendly, and people are 5 times more likely to abandon a task if the website is not mobile friendly. Almost 80% will go to another site to meet their needs if the site they're on is not mobile friendly, and 3 out of 4 people are more likely to revisit a website which is mobile friendly. So it's super important these days to have a mobile friendly website because there's a lot of people browsing on their iPhones or iPads or other mobile devices to find what they want. And if they can't find what they want on your website, they're going to go to someone else. So, the other great thing, obviously, is this website is going to be built on Joomla, and with users like Burger King, Sprint, Porsche, MTV, and millions of others. Joomla is one of the most popular content management systems out there. And what a content management system does, basically, is make it super easy to manage your whole website. So it's going to be ridiculously easy to add content or delete content or edit the whole look and feel of your website without knowing anything like PHP or CSS or any other coding language. So I made this site in about an hour, and you will be able to make it in about the same amount of time. It's super easy, and even if you're a complete beginner to any of this type of stuff, I'm going to walk you through step by step, so you're not going to be confused about anything that you see here. So these are the steps that we need to take in order to build this Joomla website. We first need to get a domain name, and a domain name is something like www.google.com. So this is Google's domain name. You can also get stuff like .net, .org, .info, or any other extension that you know about. So this is going to make it so people can go to their web browser and type in your domain up here, and then they'll be brought to your website. But without hosting, which is the second step, your whole website would just be a blank website. What the hosting is basically it's a computer that's on 24 hours a day that stores all of the information on your website. So that means it stores all of the images and the text and all of the whole Joomla system on that computer, and then it allows people to access that information from anywhere in the world. So the domain is kind of like the name of your website or like the phone number of your website. And then the hosting is the actual content or the meat. It's where all of the files will be stored that are on your website. So after that, we have to install Joomla, and that's just a one-click install. It's super easy. And then we have to get a template. And what a template is it's what's going to make your Joomla website look the way it does. So it's kind of just the skin of the Joomla website. So in this case, we're going to be using the Helix framework template. After that, all we have to do is add our content, which is super easy, and our whole website will be complete. So let's get started with steps 1 and 2. But unfortunately, steps 1 and 2 do cost money. Getting a domain is about $15 per year, and getting hosting is about $10 per month. This is kind of just the basic costs of having a website. You do need to get a domain, and you do need to have somewhere to store all of the files on your website. So there's no real way of getting around it. Everything else, like the Joomla and the template, is free. So to start off, the whole website is going to cost you around $25. And I also will show you how to get a little discount off that $25. So steps 1 and 2 can be done at the same place at the same time. So let's head over to hostgator.com. HostGator is one of the top hosting companies. It's probably the biggest hosting companies. I've been using them for around 5 years, and they've been really good to me, and they have a really great live chat support, which is probably my favorite feature about HostGator. So once you get to HostGator, you can click on web hosting, and then you'll see a bunch of different plans. And usually I recommend the baby plan. I recommend it only because it allows unlimited domains. So you could have like ilovedogs.com, ilovecats.com, and iloveturtles.com all on the same host, meaning you won't have to pay the extra $10 a month for storage for your websites. But I mean, obviously you would have to pay for the domains. So if you plan on having multiple domains down the line, I definitely go with the baby plan. But if you only want one domain and you know you're only going to want domain for the rest of time, just go with the hashlink plan because it is a lot cheaper. So once you figure out which plan you want, you can click here, and there's different billing cycles. If you pay for 3 years up front, it's going to cost you $6.39 a month. 2 years, $7.16, 6 months, $7.96. Obviously, the longer you pay, the cheaper it's going to be. But generally, I like to go with monthly because then you're not going to be locked into anything. And if your website doesn't work out or whatever, you can just cancel it at any time. So click order now. And then this is the important step of choosing your domain name. So again, like Google is www.google.com. You have to come up with your domain name. So I'm going to do cooljoomlatutorial.com. You can also do .net, org, info, or .biz. And if you've ordered your domain from another website like godaddy.com, you can just type in that domain right here. And HostGator will always give you 20% off by default, but if you type in HostGator2517 down here, they will give you 25% off, and this is a my coupon code. So when you type this in, HostGator does give me a little bit of credit, and I really do appreciate anyone who signs up. So thanks a lot. After that, just click continue to step 2. And this is where you're going to fill out all of your account information. So right here, you're just going to make up a username. I'll just do Michael and make up a security pin. And then obviously you're going to fill in your billing information. And if you are not from the US or you would prefer to pay with PayPal, you can pay with PayPal by clicking this button right here. And after that, this is where you can choose to have a private domain. If you want to save yourself $10 per year, you can uncheck this. But if you want your domain to be private, you can leave this checked off, because people can, with any domain, look up who owns the domain and look up their name and I think their phone number and I think their address. So if you don't want people to know that information, you can check this off. But if you don't care, you can leave it unchecked. Site lock is not recommended by me. You can just save yourself $15 and uncheck it. And do not do this SEO jumpstart. Save yourself another $15. And obviously, we're not going to do this mobile website maker because we're going to be making our website on Joomla. So after that, just make sure all of this is correct information. You got the correct domain that you want, and then click I have read and agreed to the terms, and click create account. So I'm going to fill this out, and I'm just going to see you on the next page. So the next page was just a confirmation page, and you should be receiving this email pretty soon. Sometimes it takes a few hours for you to receive this email, and also it might take a couple of hours for your whole domain and hosting to become fully functional once you sign up. But once you receive this email, just click it. And this is all very important information, so make sure you print this email out or keep it in a safe place. So we have gotten our domain and we have gotten our hosting. The next thing we want to do is to install Joomla, and that's what we're going to do right now. So let's go to the email, and then you will see your username. So remember that username and your password. So you'll just want to copy this password. And then you're going to click on where it says your control panel. So just click here and you'll be brought to this page. So just type in your username and paste in your password. So this is the backend or the administrative area of your HostGator server. So from here you can do things like add domains or change your billing information or do the live chat support. But that's not what we're here to do. What we're here to do is to install Joomla. So let's head over to Software and Services right here, and then click Quick Install. And then under CMS Software on the left-hand side, just click Joomla and click Continue. So this is where we're going to set up the installation of our Joomla website. So first, make sure that this is the domain that you want your Joomla website to be installed on. So if you have multiple domains, you can just click here and choose the domain that you want to install it on. And then right here, if you were to type in hello, you could install Joomla on a subdirectory. So if I typed in hello here, my Joomla website would be available on cooljoomlatutorial.com/hello. But I want my Joomla website just on cooljoomlatutorial.com, so I'm just going to leave this blank. After that, I'm just going to leave enable auto upgrades on, and I'm going to type in my email address, and then my username. Usually I just choose admin, but you can choose anything. This can be your name or your email address. It can be anything you want. After that, I'm just going to type in my site name. So my site name is just going to be my website, but obviously this would be something like your company or your name or whatever you want it to be. After that, make sure to not install sample content. So do not check this off. Then you can click Install Now. So once you get this message, you'll just want to go and copy your password right here. And then you can actually go to your new website. So for me, it would be cooljoomlatutorial.com and see our brand new Joomla website. So this is what Joomla looks like straight out of the box. But what we want to do is to go into the back end or the administrative area of our Joomla website. Now to do that, you can click the admin section right here. Or alternatively, you can go to yourdomain.com/administrator, and you might want to bookmark this page, and it will bring you to the same page. So once you're here, just go ahead and type in your username and paste in the new password that's on this page right here, and click log in. So this is the backend or the administrative area of your Joomla website, and this is where you're going to be adding content, editing content, or changing any aspect about your website. So this is the backend of your Joomla website. And the first thing that we want to do is to change the password that they just created for us. So let's go to Edit Profile, and let's change it to something that we will remember, and click Save and Close. So in Joomla, when you get the green message up here, that means it's good. If you get a red one, that means it's bad. So watch out for the red ones. So the next thing that we have to do is to get a template. So we've installed Joomla. Next up is get a template. So let's head over to Google and then type in Helix to Joomla. And I'm also going to add a link to the description of this page so you don't have to Google this. Once you get here, just click the download button. And we actually have to download 2 files. So the first one we have to download is the template only 2.5 and 3 file. So just click download. And the second file we have to get is the system plugin Joomla 2.5 and 3 file. So this one and this one. So I'm going to just download this one. And once those are done downloading, just throw them on your desktop. And then head back over to the administrative area, your Joomla backend. So let's go over to extensions and click Extension Manager. And this is where we can add new templates or new add-ons like modules or plugins to our Joomla website. So we have a plugin and a template. So let's start off with the template by clicking Choose File and going onto our desktop or wherever you stored it, clicking Open and click Upload and Install. Next, do the same thing for the plugin. So just choose File, Plugin, and upload and install. So now if we were to check out our website, we would not see any changes just yet. So the next thing that we have to do is to enable the template and plugin that we just uploaded. So let's do that now by going over to Extensions, Template Manager. And this is where we can enable the template. So you'll see a bunch of templates right here. And this is the one that we just downloaded. So let's click this little star right next to it. And now our template is enabled and is in use. But you'll also notice that there's another star. And next to it, it says Administrator. And this is the look this is the template or the look of the administrator backend. So if I were to click this one, we could change the look of the Joomla backend, but I'm going to change it back. And now if we check out our website, we can see that it has changed, but it is blank. So the next thing that we have to do is to enable the plugin that we just uploaded. So let's go over to Extensions, Plugin Manager. And then you can just type in Helix right up here and click Search. And then you'll see the System Helix Framework plugin. And next to Status, you'll just want to click the X. So now we have enabled the template and plugin. So if we check out our website, we'll see that it has changed and it's kind of looking like a real website. But the next thing that we have to do is just to add our content. And after that, we'll be done. So the first thing to do is to start adding more pages to our website. So as you can see, we have a home page right up here, and I want to add an about page, a location page, an FAQ page, and a contact page. So in order to do that, we have to do two things. We first have to create new pages, also known as articles in Joomla, and then we have to create the menu items which point to those pages. So let's get started with adding new pages, or also known as articles. So let's go to Content, Article Manager, Add New Article. So for now, I'm just going to add some blank articles. So that my first one's going to be called About Us, and I can just leave this blank, and I'll click Save and New. The second one will be Services, Save and New. And the third one will be FAQ. And the last one will be Contact Us. And I can click Save and Close. So now if we were to check out our website, there would be no difference yet. So now we need to create new menu items which point to the new articles that we just created. So let's do that by going over to the Menus, Main Menu, and then click Add New Menu Item. So what you want to do is to select the menu item type. So just click Select right here. And we want these menu items just to point to single articles. So we're going to click Articles, Single Article. And then right here where it says Select Article, you're just going to want to select the first one, which will be About Us, and set the menu title, which will be the title that you will see up here, to whatever you want, but in my case, it's just going to simply be About Us. So let's click Save and New, and then set the menu item type again to single article, and we're going to just keep doing this until we did all of the articles that we just created. So About Us, the next one I want is going to be FAQ. So I'll just set the menu title to FAQ, Save and New. Single article, select my article, name my menu item, and this one will be Contact Us, and I can click Save and Close. So now if we were to check out our website, we would have new menu items. And if we were to click any of these menu items, it would actually bring us to our blank articles that we created. So we actually have a website with pages on it now. And there's actually one more article that I forgot to create. So let's go back to the Article Manager and click Add New Article. And we also have to create a home article, because by default, the home page in Joomla points to featured articles, and on this website, that's not exactly what we want. So let's create a home article, and then let's point the previously created home menu item to this home article. So let's go over to Menus, Main Menu, and then you'll see the home article, and you can see that it's pointing to articles, featured articles, and we want it to point to a single article. So let's click to the home button, and then under menu item type, just like the other ones, let's click single article, and let's save and close that. Oops, we got to select the home article. All right, and we will not see much of a difference. But now that we've added all of the pages that are going to be on our website, let's actually start adding content to each page. So the first one that I want to do is the home page. Let's complete the home page, and then we'll move on to About Us, FAQ, Services, Contact. But before we start adding content, I want to teach you a little bit about modules. So let's head over to the Helix 2 website, and I'm just going to click on the live demo. This is kind of the demonstration of this template. So most of the things that you're seeing on this website are modules. So this thing up here is a module. All these little boxes are all different modules. This sidebar is a module. All these little sections of little content around the website are all modules. Even the logo and menu and search bar are all different modules. The only thing on this website that is not a module is this main content right here. This main content is actually an article. So everything on this page is either a module or an article. So let's first add this thing to our website. Let's add this little text slider with some text to our website. So how would we do that? Well, we would have to know the position and name of this text slider. We would have to know where to add the text. So let's go over to the module map, and you can always find a module map or modules positions page on every template if you just go to Features, Module Positions. This is also in the documentation, most likely, of the template. So you'll see a bunch of different names. You'll see logo, menu, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, and those will all have positions like this is user 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if we wanted to add this little text slider, we would just look at our module map and see that it's on the feature position. And then we could go to our Backend and go to Extensions, Module Manager, click New. And then all I want is just some text. So I'm just going to click Custom HTML. So if you just want text or an image, you'll just choose Custom HTML for your module type. And I'll click that, and I will give it a title, which will be text slider. And I will give it a position. So if we check at our module map again, we'll see feature is the place that I want to put my text slider. And I'll just type in under position. I'll either scroll down and find under helix, we'll see shaper helix. And we could see feature, or I can just type in feature like that, and I'll click that right there. So under custom output, this is where we can actually write the text that we want it to display. So I'm just going to write hello for now. And then the other important step is to select the menu assignment. So on this text slider, I only want it on the home page. So I'm just going to select only on the pages selected, click select none to uncheck all of these, and then I'll select home. So this is going to only show up on my home page. After that, we're done for now, and we can click save and close. So now if we check out our website and refresh it, we would have a little hello thing right here. But it doesn't look exactly like this one where it slides and has different little texts on it. In order to make it look like this one, we have to paste in some short code that the template came with. So let's head over to the short code section of the demo website and click carousel. So what you want to do is go ahead and just, where it says get the code, you'll just want to copy this code. Make sure not to copy anything else but this code. And then let's head over to the module manager, and let's go back to the text slider. So let's go to custom output and we can delete the hello. And then what you want to do is just for now click HTML and then paste in that code and then click update. All right, so it doesn't look like much, but this shortcode is what's gonna call up the little text slider. So our text slider will look like this. All right, so what we want to do is just kind of make this a little more neat. So let's make a space right there, right there. So you want add image here on one line, and then we can actually just get rid of the caption, the whole caption tag. So you'll want to get rid of the bracket caption and even the last bracket caption. So the way this works is it's going to display the text that's in between the two carousel item tags. So right here's a tag and right here's a tag. So this is the text that it's going to display. So I'm just going to write hello, and on a new line I'll write welcome to the best Joomla tutorial ever. And then what I want to do is make this hello really big. So I'll just highlight it. And up here where it says paragraph, I'll just click heading 1. And that's all you need to do. If you click save and check out your website, we now have a new slide. So if we want to make more slides, all we have to do is come over to the custom output area and copy the carousel item tag, the first one, and everything in between and the second one. And then I'm just going to make another space and another space right here, and then just paste in what I just copied. So now we have 2 slides. As you can see, we have 2 carousel item tags. Well, actually we have 4, but what we want is to change the text in between the tags. So if we change this to hey, so now we have hello and hey, click save and check out our website. Now we have 2 different slides. So the next thing that I want to do is add a little button below this hello that says learn more, and then that button will bring you to the About Us page. But before we do that, I want to get a new text editor. This right here is a text editor. It's called a What You See Is What You Get text editor. But I want to get a more advanced one that's going to make our job a lot easier. So let's head over to Google and let's type in JCE Editor Joomla. And then let's click this top one up here and click Downloads and click Joomla 3. But if you're on 2.5, make sure to click 2.5. I'm going to leave a link to this website in the description. Once you're here, just click Download under the zip file. And once it's done downloading, just drag it onto your desktop and head over to the place where you add add-ons to your Joomla website. So that's going to be extensions, extension manager, and then you can just drag this in or click choose file and click upload and install. Now once it's done uploading, just head over to System, Global Configuration, and then you will see Editor right here. It says Default Editor, and you're just going to choose Editor JCE. Click that and then click Save and Close. Now if we go to our module, which for me is text slider, and click the custom output area, we can see that our editor has changed. It's a little bit different now, and now it's going to be easier for us to add some more features and content to our website. So let's add that button. Let's go over to the demo website and click shortcode button, and you'll see the code right here. So let's copy this and let's go over to the custom output area of our text slider. So I want my button to be right under where it says welcome to the best Joomla tutorial ever. So I'm just going to make another line by hitting enter. And then I'm going to go up here and click paste as plain text. And then I'm going to paste in the code that I just copied. And then that's going to paste my short code. So the reason why I paste the short code as plain text is because if I were to just simply press Command or Control V or just press paste, it would actually paste some of the style from the demo website. And as you can see, there's like a little border around it, and we definitely do not want that on our website. So make sure you paste all the short code as plain text. So after that, I'm just gonna change this little ... to learn more. So that's what I want my button to say. And then you'll see button type. And if we go over to the demo site, if we look at all these different success, info, primary, these are all different button types. So if I were to write danger where it says button type, I would get the red one, or success is the green one, and info is this blue one, but I want success. So I'm just gonna go over to my short code and erase button type, making sure not to erase the quotations. And then I'm just gonna type in success. And if I click save and refresh, now I have a button. But I want this button to be big, and I want the button to link to the About Us page when you click it. So to do that, just go over to where it says button type equals success, and after the quotation, after success, make a space and type in size equals and a quotation, and then type in large end quotation, and then make another space for the link, and you're just going to type in link equals quotation, and then go to your website and go to the About Us page, and then just copy this URL up here. So just click copy, and then again you're going to paste the plain text. So just paste as plain text, paste it in, and it'll paste right there, and then make sure you end the quotation. All right, now if we refresh our page, we should have a big button that links to our About Us page. There we go. So the next thing that I want to do is to add some more modules to my homepage, and I want to add a bunch of little text modules that are also going to have some icons right underneath the text slider. So let's do that now, and let's go over to the module manager, extensions, module manager, and then I'm going to create a new custom HTML module. So I'm just going to give this one a name of amazing, but I'm actually going to hide the title on this one because since we're going to be putting in some icons, it looks better if we put the title in the custom output. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So after that, just let's find our position. So let's go over to the demo site and let's go to module positions. And then we want to find, so it's under feature, so it's going to be user. It's going to be user 1, and that's the first one that we want to do right here. So let's go to the module manager, and let's go over to position and type in user 1. And then let's go to the custom output. And I've already prepared some text, so I'm just going to type in amazing right here. Make another line right below that. And then I'm just going to copy this. And oops, I'm just going to press Command V and paste it in. Then I'm going to take this amazing, highlight it, and where it says paragraph right here, I'm going to change this to heading 4. This will make it a little bit bigger. And then I want to add my icons. So let's go over to Google and type in dry icons. And it's going to be this site called dryicons.com. And click free icons right up here. Then I'm just going to find some icons that I like. And these ones look good. So I'm going to click view and download. And I'm going to download them to PNG. So right here where it says PNG. So once that's done downloading, just throw it on your desktop and unzip it. All right, so thank you, Dry Icons. And what you want to do is to put your cursor right at the beginning of this sentence, and then you want to hit image right here. So after that, just go over to where it says upload file on the bottom of this frame. And let's go over to the icon set that we just downloaded. Go to the PNG folder, and then the size that we want is 64 by 64. So click that, and then we can choose our icon. So this one, I want it to be sure, this one. So I'm just going to click open, and I'm going to click start upload. So this is going to upload the image to my website, but now I have to insert it into my article. So I'm going to click the image and then set the align to left. This will make it so that text wraps around the image, and then I'll click insert right up here. So now you can see the text wraps around the image real nicely. And if we go over to menu assignment and assign it only to the home page, unless you want it on other pages. And then I'll click save and close. And if we check out our website, now we have one text module right underneath our text slider, but I want to add some more. So let's do that now. Let's go over to the module manager and click new and go to custom HTML. And this one is going to be called It's Easy. But I'm going to hide that title, and I know now that it's just going to be user 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to set this one to user 2, and I will set the custom output to It's Easy. I'll make a line. I'll write my description, and then I'm going to upload my image. So I just got to find the right image for It's Easy. And this one looks fun, so I'll just do that. Click Start Upload. Now we have to insert it into our article, so I'm going to click this, set the align to left, and click Insert. And then make sure you set the It's Easy to heading 4, and set the menu assignment to only on the home page. Click Save and New and test it out. There we go. Looks good. And so let's keep adding more. This one's going to be customizable, hide the title, user 3. I'll just put in my text. Make this the heading 4 style. Put my cursor at the beginning of the sentence and click image and choose files. Oh, this one will work. This one's better. Start upload. Select my image, align it to the left, and insert it. Then we have to make sure it only shows up on the home page. Save and new, and we have one more to go. So this one's going to be called Step by Step. and it's going to be user 4. So I'm going to align it to the left and insert my last one. All right, I'm just going to save and close that. And now we should have 4 nice new icons and little features of our website. So the next thing that I want to do is to add a little paragraph right here, which is just going to be like a little description of our company. So to do that, we have to edit the home article because this is an article right here. So let's go over to the content article manager area of the backend and click the home article that we created. So I'm just going to paste in this little paragraph that I got from Joomla. And I also want this paragraph to be a little bit more stylized. So if we head over to the shortcode area of the demonstration website and click alert, we'll see a few different styling settings that we can do with like a little alert thing. What I want to do is make it look like the success one, but unfortunately they don't give the shortcode that makes it look like this, but I figured out a way you can do any of these. So if you just go over to the article and type in your paragraph, and then you'll want to hit this little button right here that says source code editor. And then you'll just want to make a space right after this P tag, right after the P in the P tag, I should say, like that. And then just type in class equals, and then a quotation mark, and then type in alert, and then a space, and then type in alert dash success. So that'll make it look like this one right here, hopefully. And let's click save and close and refresh it. Now we have the green text. But I don't want these 2 home things or any of this information or this next button here. So let's get rid of that now. To get rid of this home, let's go over to menus, main menu, and then click the home menu item. And then under advanced options, you'll want to scroll down until you'll see page display options. And then where it says show page heading, click no. So if we save and close that and refresh our page, I got rid of one of those homes. And now to get rid of the next one, let's go over to content article manager and hit options up here. And then right here where it says show title, you just want to hit hide. And to get rid of the rest of that stuff, just click no or hide to the rest of all of those things. So make sure all of these are red if you don't want that information on your website. And click save and close. So now hopefully it looks a little more clean and simple, and that completes the home page. And before we start adding more content to the rest of these pages, I want to show you how you can change some of the options on the layout, like changing the logo or changing some of the coloring options. And I also want to show you how you can actually change the layout of this template. For example, if you wanted the logo on the right-hand side or these modules to be above this text slider, I'm going to show you how you can do all of that. So let's go into the back end and let's go to extensions, template manager. And let's hit the Shaper Helix 2 template right here. So this is kind of the back end of this template. Most templates do not have a back end that's this feature rich, but this is why I really like this Helix framework template. It's really cool. So let's go over to the basic tab and I want to change the logo. So you'll see logo right here. And if you already have a logo prepared, you can just upload it by clicking select and clicking choose files and uploading it. But if you don't have a logo, I'm going to show you how you can really easily create one for free. So let's go over to pixlr.com. That's pixlr.com, and let's hit the Pixlr editor right up here. And click create new image, and let's make it around 90 by 40. It's going to be a little bit wider if you have a long company name, and you'll want to click the transparent button right here. So we can tell that it's transparent because it has a checkered background, and this is going to make it so the background on our image is going to show the background on our website. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's just click the text tool, and I'm just going to write logo, and then I'm just going to choose my font, and this one will do. I'll make it a little bit bigger, and I will make it a dark gray. Okay, and I can move around the font by clicking this tool and just moving it like that. So once you're done making your logo, obviously you'll want to get a little more creative than this. Just click File, Save, and under Format, make sure to click PNG, and make sure to write your file name and make sure to type in PNG after it, or .png I should say. So just name your file logo.png or something like that. Click OK and save it onto your desktop or wherever, and we can close this up. Now under logo, just click select, click choose files, and now just choose the file that you just created, click start upload, and once it's done uploading it, just click the file once and click insert. And we can change this to the actual width and height of the image that we just created. And that's it for the logo. So if we save this and refresh our page, we now have a new logo right up here at the top. The next thing I want to show you how to do is how to change some of the coloring options on this website. So let's go over to the let's go over to the presets tab right here. And if we were to click one of these presets like this one and save it, we could change the color of our website. But you can also change some of the more coloring options if you just click right here and you can select any colors that you want. But I'm just going to use this blue one. And if you want to actually change the layout of this website, you can go to the Layout tab. And let's say I wanted my logo to be on the right-hand side. I could just go over to the little logo box and click the four-way arrow button and just drag and drop it to the right-hand side and click Save. And now if we refresh our page, our logo should be on the right-hand side. But we can also change around like some of the bigger elements on this page. If I wanted these modules to be above this one, I could just drag the users above the feature, click Save, refresh, and now I've totally changed the layout of our website. But I'm just going to change it back, and I'm going to leave the options at that, but there are a lot more options to play with if you go into fonts or advanced. But you can definitely just dig in and try different things out. So I'm just going to leave it at that, save and close. And let's start working on the services page. So all the services page is going to be just a image and some text, a few paragraphs that wrap around that image. So let's go over to the article manager. And let's hit the services page. And now I'm just gonna paste in or write some text into the body of my article. So I'm just gonna grab some text and paste it in. And now I want an image right over here on the left hand side and the text to wrap around the image. So I'm going to hit the image button and I'm going to upload my image. Click Start Upload, select my image and align it to the left so the text wraps around it, and click Insert. But now if we save this and refresh our services page, for me, there isn't enough space in between the text and the image, so let's learn how to make a little bit of space, also known as padding, in between the text and image. So let's go over to our article, and I'm actually just going to delete the image. And what you want to do is hit this button right here that says Inserts a New Table, and under columns, just set it to 1, and under rows, set it to 1. Under cell padding, and this is going to be the space, just set it to about 15 and definitely set the alignment to left. And that's all we have to do for that. Click Insert and the cursor will automatically be in the middle of the table. So just hit Image, then we can insert our image within that table. And you do not have to align it to the left since the table is already aligned to the left. So just select it, click Insert, save it, and now our image has a little bit of space in between the text and image. So next up is the About Us page. And the About Us page is going to be a little bit different than the Services page. The About Us page is going to have a little image slider with some pictures of my fictional company. And then it's going to have just a couple paragraphs. And it's going to have a little testimonial module on the right hand side. So let's go and make the paragraph first. I'm going to close this up. So I'm just going to go into the About Us article. And I'm just going to paste in a little of this text. And maybe a little bit more. And that should do it for that. So that's all I need to do for the article. Now I want to make a little module on the right hand side that's going to be a testimonial. So let's go over to the module manager. And let's click Create New and Custom HTML since it's just going to be text. And I'm just going to give it a name of testimonial, but I'm going to hide the title. And the position is going to be, if we look at the module positions page, we can see that I want it on the right side of the main body, so it's just going to be right. Change it to right and make sure it's right under the Shaper Helix 2 template. And then let's go to the custom output and let's go to the demo site. So let's go over to typography. And then we'll see a few settings for these little bubbles. And this is what I want my testimonial to look like. So I'm just going to copy this short code and paste it into my custom output, but making sure that I paste it as plain text. Click Insert, and then I can change the author of the testimonial because as you can see, there's kind of like a description and then there's the author. So I'm going to just change this to my name, and I'm going to change this text to some of this text right here. like that, and set the menu assignment to only on the pages selected, select none of them, and then only select the About Us page. So now if we save that and refresh our About Us page, we should have a nice testimonial right here. I'm actually going to add a little bit more text to the article so it fills in a little bit better down here. So I'm just going to do that real quickly. Save, and let's refresh that. All right, that looks good. Now, if you want to change some of the colors on this little bubble, you can by going into the module manager. And if we check out the shortcode on our testimonial, we'll see that there's some color options. So these are called hex colors, and it says bubble background, FFF, color 666, border CCC. These are all different colors. And if we look up on Google hex color codes, we can see all different types of options. So if I were to choose this one for the background and just paste it into the background color like so. Oops. That's why I pasted as plain text. I don't know why that's not working. And all right, I'm just going to type in 999 and click save. And if I refresh, now my background should be a different color. But I just want it to be what it was before, so I'm just going to change it back to white. And you can mess around with more coloring options just by messing around with the bubble shortcode. But you can also change the border size. Right here it says 3 pixels. And the color right here where it says color 666 is the actual text color. The border, obviously, this one's the border color, and this is the background color. All right, so that concludes the article and the testimonial. So what I want to do is now add an image slider right above all of this. So I'm going to make a new custom HTML module. And I'm going to give it a title of image slider. And I'm going to hide the title. And then I want to check out some of the module positions. But I think I want it to be in the user's module position. And even though there's something above the user's position, since I'm not using the feature position, the user's position is just going to fill in kind of where the feature position is. And I'll show you what I mean. So let's go over to the module manager, click custom output, and then I want to insert an image slider right into here. So let's go over to the shortcodes and let's click carousel. So I want this image slider. So I'm just going to copy this. And I am going to paste it as plain text. Insert. All right, so let's make this a little neater by adding a new line where it says add image here, adding a new line after add image here, and having caption on a new line and carousel item on a new line. So all we have to do is erase where it says add image here, upload an image, and you'll want to make sure that your images are around 984 by 300 or something around that. If you need to resize your images, you can just go to the pixeler editor again. So let's click this one, click open, start upload. Then I'm just going to select it and insert it right there. And then I can add a caption. And this one's going to say, look at our awesome company. So now I want to add another slide, or actually let's first see if that works. Oops, forgot to set the menu assignment to only on the About Us page. So I'm just going to refresh this, and that did not work because I did not set the position. So I'm just going to set it to user 1 right there and click save. So I'm going to refresh this, and now we have a slide. So I'm just going to add a couple more slides by going into our custom output area, and then I'm just going to copy everything from the last caption tag. Excuse me, I'm going to copy everything from the carousel item tag to the first carousel item tag, like that. And then I'm just going to make a new line and click and press Control V or Command V if you're on a Mac. And I'm just going to do that again right under it. And I am going to erase the second image and insert my second image. Insert that, change the caption. And let's do the third one. And let's insert it. All right, so now if we save that, we should have 3 images with 3 different captions. And that completes the About Us page. Oh, and if you do not want a text slider on the home page and you want an image slider, all you have to do is just set the menu assignment on the image slider to the home page. So from there, let's go to the FAQ page. And the FAQ page is just going to display a bunch of frequently asked questions. And when you click on any of those questions, the answer is going to slide out. It's called an accordion. So let's go over to the demo website and let's go to shortcode and let's click on accordion. And let's highlight this and copy it. And then let's go over to the article manager. And let's click FAQ. And usually when pasting shortcode, I'd usually say paste it as plain text, but with the accordion shortcode, it's a little bit easier if you just hit this source code button right here. So let's hit that. And let's paste in the shortcode. So all you have to do is change item title to the question. So the first one's going to be, what is Joomla? And then where it says add content here, you just change that to the answer. And just keep doing it until you complete these. And if you want to add another question, all you have to do is just copy one of these where it says accordion item and make a new line and then paste it. So now if we go and save this and refresh our FAQ page, we should have a nice accordion FAQ. So from there, I want to do the Contact Us page. And the Contact Us page is just going to have a big map on the top and then it's going to have a nice contact form in the middle. And then on the left-hand side, it's going to display some phone, email, and address information. So let's get started adding the map to the top. And let's head over to the template manager before we actually get the map. And let's go to the Shaper Helix backend. So let's click the Shaper Helix link, and under basic, let's change the layout width to 940. And this will make it so the map doesn't get too big, because we're going to have a 100% width map. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So after you changed your width to 940, let's head over to maps.google.com and just type in your address and hit this little link button right here. Click Customize and Preview Embedded Map. And then you'll want to hit the map size and put it as custom. And then set the width as 940. And you can keep the height to 350. And you can move this around if you want to. And then down here at the code, just right click or control click if you're on a Mac, and click Select All, and then hit Command or Control C to copy the code. So you can close this up and also close this up. And before we paste in the map code that we just copied, we have to change a setting on our new JCE editor to allow iframes. So let's go to Components, JCE Editor, and let's hit Profiles. Hit Default. And on the top where it says Plugin Parameters, click that. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see Media Support. And where it says Allow iframes, you'll want to check it as Yes. So from there, let's just save and close that. Now, if you didn't allow iframes, this map thing will not work. So you must enable iframes. From there, let's go into the Module Manager. Click New. And let's make a custom HTML module. And I'm just going to name it Map. I'm going to hide the title. And I know now that I want it on my user 1 position, the same position as my image slider. So I'm just going to change this to user 1. And under custom output, I'm going to open up the source code editor and just press Command V, and that'll paste my code. And you'll want to change one thing, which is the width right here. Let's just change it to 100%. And that'll make it so that the map responds or resizes with the template if you're on a smaller screen like an iPhone or any other mobile device. So let's set the menu assignment to only on the Contact Us page, and let's click Save and Close. So now we have a nice big map on our page. And the next thing that I want to do is to add a contact form to on the bottom of this page. But unfortunately, when I made this the walkthrough, the demo walkthrough at the beginning of this video, I used the Fox contact form, which is a Joomla module, but now they started charging for that. So we're going to have to go with another form, which is called Woofoo. Let's head over to woofoo.com. That's WUFOO, and these guys make really cool forms for websites. But you do have to sign up, but it's completely free. So just click sign up for free. Enter in your email, password, account URL can be anything, and agree to the terms and click create account. All right, from here, you'll just want to create a new form by clicking the new form button right here. And then on this form, all I want is a name field, an email field, and then a big paragraph field. So let's just drag in a name field like this. Let's drag in an email field. And let's set these to required by clicking them and clicking required. And then let's add one more field, by dragging in a paragraph field. And from there, I think that's all I want. We can give it a name, which is email form. And let's click Save Form. So once you saved it, click Set Up Email Notifications and insert your email right here. And set the to reply to email. This will make it so that people and you can respond to these emails, and it'll email people directly. So after that, just click Save. And let's go to the Forms tab up here. And where it says email form, or where it says your new form name, just click the code button and click the embed form code. So you'll just want to copy the JavaScript version right here. Just copy it. And we can close this up. Thank you, Woohoo Forms. And let's go over to our, where are we going? We're going to the article manager, and let's go to the Contact Us article. So all we have to do is just open up the code editor right here and just paste in what we just copied. Then we can save and close that. So now we should have a nice new form on our website. And then the next thing I want to do is to add a couple side modules with some email, phone, and address information. So you probably know where we're going by now. Let's head over to the module manager. And let's create a new custom HTML module. I'll name it Contact Details, and I will show the title. And then let's check out our module map, and this is the main body. So I want it on the position called left. So it's going to be directly on the left side of this email form. Set it to left on the Shaper Helix template. And then over at custom output, here's where we can add our information. So I'm just going to write my address. And you'll want to hold shift and press enter to make a new line. If you're doing an address, that'll make a smaller line. That's when I press shift and enter. But if I were to just press enter, it would make a bigger space in between the two. So I'm just going to hold shift, press enter, and write the rest of my address. And then I'm going to hit enter maybe 2 more times and write my phone information. And hold shift and press enter, write my email. Next, I want to add a couple icons right here and right here. So let's head over to the demonstration website, and let's go to shortcode, and let's go to icons. So let's copy the shortcode right here, and let's go to the Joomla custom output editor, and let's just paste it as plain text at the beginning of both of these little sentences. And we can get rid of the dot, dot, dot. It actually doesn't do anything. Click insert and make a little space right there. And then do the same thing for this one. Paste as plain text, paste it, get rid of the 3 dots, insert it, and make a little space between the icon and the phone number or address. All right, from there, we can just check out these icons and see which one we want to use. And I know I want to use this one right here. So I'm just going to copy the icon-map-marker, and where it says icon name, I'm just going to replace it by pasting plain text. And I'm going to do the same for the phone number and email. And it's going to be this one right here called icon-comment. And I am just going to paste it right here. All right, so let's set the menu assignment to only on the Contact Us page. And let's click Save and Close. All right, now we have some address details, some phone and email details, contact form, and a map on our page. So the next thing to do is to add some Facebook and Twitter icons to the bottom down here. So let's head over to Google and let's type in Facebook like button. And it will be this top one. And where it says get the code, you'll just want to type in your URL. And I don't want a send button. I'm just going to get rid of that. And I want my layout to be button count. And you can change the width to 100. And then just click get code. So it's going to give you two different pieces of code. This is one right here, and this is another. What you want to do is just copy the first one. And before we paste in the first one into a new module, let's go over to the JCE Editor options again. So go to Components, JCE Editor, Profiles, click the default profile, and under Editor Parameters, just go to Advanced, and then where it says Allow JavaScript, click Yes. Then we can save and close that. And let's go over to the Module Manager, and let's make a new module for our Facebook and Twitter icons. So that's going to be custom HTML. And we'll just call it Facebook and Twitter. Now let's check our module map, and I know I want it on the bottom, so it's going to be maybe footer 1. Footer 1. And then over at custom output, let's open up the code editor and paste in the code that you just copied and hit the code editor button again. So from here, you'll just want to make a new table by clicking this button right here. And we want the table to have 2 columns and 1 row. So set rows to 1 and then click insert. And you can drag this out a little bit if you want to. And then let's open up the code editor again. And you'll see a bunch of code, but what you want to look for is the 4 TD tags. You see TD and NBSP. Let's just erase the and NBSP between the first TD tags. And let's go over to the Facebook code page, and let's get this code right here, copy it, and paste it in between the first TD tags. All right, from there, let's make sure that the menu assignment is on all pages because we want the Facebook and Twitter icons to show up on all pages. And let's click Save. Let's test it out. And now it's over on the left-hand side, but actually I want it on the right-hand side. So it must be footer 2. All right, let's try that. Now that we have a Facebook icon, I want to add a Twitter icon right next to it. So let's go over to Google and let's type in Twitter buttons. And it will be this top one right here. And I like this one where it says share a link. So we'll just keep use page URL checked off. And then if you want to add some tweet text, custom tweet text, or if you want to show the count, which will be right here on the right-hand side of the Twitter icon, you can hide it or show it. And you can set the via to your Twitter name or hashtag, and you can use a large button, but I'm going to use the small one. And then what you want to do is just copy this code right here. And then go to the custom output. And let's open up the code editor. And then over at the second TD, where it says and NBSP, we want to do the same thing. Just erase the and NBSP and the semicolon and paste in the code that we just copied. All right, let's check it out. Now we have a Twitter and Facebook like buttons. And as a finishing touch, I want to show you how you can get rid of this Helix logo and change this copyright information if you want to. So let's go over to the template manager, extensions template manager, and let's go over at the Shaper Helix backend, and let's go to basic. And then down here where it says Helix logo, you can choose to hide it. You can write your copyright information right here. You could write your company name, and you can either choose to hide the copyright altogether. But I'm going to show it, and I'm going to hide the Helix logo, and I'm going to click save, and I'm going to check this out. So now the Helix logo is gone. We got our Facebook and Twitter icons, and we got all of our pages. So that concludes this tutorial. I hope you liked it, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below.